I'm happy to say that we have a new UX person that will work on the mockups for some of the tasks. So I will be adding the mockups to the task soon. And if you're working on the task or would like to work on the task that requires some design, please let me know so that I can ensure that this is requested or just request the design for the specific task if you are not sure about the user interface of the functionality. Raul, I have good news for you. Your pull request is in the pull request with the buttons fixed for media gallery is in the queue right now, so should be merged soon. Just
right.
Staying in the queue to mainline right now.
That's fine. Thanks.
Anybody would like to show their contributions?
Can talk about that pull request. Oh, Shankar, yes.
Yes. Yeah, no problem. Sure, you can carry on.
Okay. Let me see if I can find that pull request. 1 sec. You know what? If you have yours at hand, and you would, and if you want to go first, that would be nice. So that would give me a little bit more of time to find mine.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I will share my screen now. Are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the first pull request was update a media gallery grid style. So basically, this was just a styling we need to implement as per the issue, as per the ticket. We need to just render the style as per the attached screenshot. So basically, we did it as you can see the demo here for the Adobe Stock preview images, as we have a logo. As it's showing that this is related to Adobe Stock image, which is as a Adobe Stock preview, and the others are just added as a normal gallery. So basically, it's just a styling issue, styling changes, and nothing else. And another one was the Jasmine test for the overlay.js, which is merged. This is my first experience for as running the Jasmine test, and it was quite good and learned a lot of new stuffs how Jasmine test is working. And thanks to Phil and Sergi for the suggestions and merging the pull request.
You're the one who did all the hard work, man.
That's
mostly said thanks to Phil for the review, I guess.
Yeah. Phil has reviewed the whole code.
Thanks, Shankar. That's
Again,
great.
thanks, Phil.
Yeah,
A good
Shankar,
Jasmine
thanks. You
test.
did great work.
And I'm currently was reviewing the pull request of Shankar to Magento 2 repository with the changes that will add the error message to data storage caching. And as part of this pull request, Shankar is also covering all the methods of data storage. That is not a small component with Jasmine tests. So That's great. I think we'll have a really good Jasmine tests expert on the project. I'm happy for it. Thanks, Shankar.
Yeah, welcome.
Just one question about the interface, the design task. There was a screenshot without image names and image file extensions, image types. Was it the custom installation, or is there a bug with our indexer that caused that kind of images missing the name?
I haven't figured out yet, but I will check and update you that what's the issue. I just copy paste these image files from one folder to another folder, and just I ran the indexer and just I got this result.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll check that. That might be a bug. If it's a bug, please let me know, or just create an issue, because indexer should correctly identify the name and file extension.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Raul, are you ready?
Yes. Let me show my screen. 1 sec. Oops. Can you guys see my screen now?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
We can see you. Oh, no. Yes, we can see it, right?
I think I had to, the application has to restart for some reason. All right. Let me show the issue. It was a bug. It was not a bug. It was basically this button needed to be aligned to the right, and the change has to be done in Magento 2 repo, because that belongs to the Magento CMS module, where the rest of the change had been done. That was basically the change I did, and that was it.
Good small bug fix. Thanks, Raul.
I think was it Olena who initially reported, or I can't remember.
Yes. Yeah, because
Somebody-
looks like we
somebody
didn't pay attention to the position of the buttons.
Is he Elena with us tonight?
No, I can't. I don't see her on the call. I think she might be on vacation.
Okay. Well, when she come back, she will be happy to see that the buttons are now aligned to the left, to the right. Sorry.
Yeah. Looks like it's. I'm not sure why this bug was related to Adobe Stock Integration, as looks like it's a CMS module issue. But anyway, that's good that we fixed it, because right now we are going to be responsible for media gallery, as it looks like, as we are introducing the new media gallery to Magento. So it's good for us to have it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay. Alex, are you with us?
Yeah, finally.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw you dropped. You had some connection issues, right?
Yeah, today my internet is so strange, like the winter in Ukraine. So this winter it looks like summer. Well, not summer, maybe like spring. and the internet connection is also strange. But I can just explain what I did, what I did previous week. And yeah, let me share my screen, okay?
Yes, sure.
Okay, 1 second, please. I think now you can see my screen, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe the first and the biggest change is that I changed the description name of this pull request from work in progress to the Adobe Stock SDK stub for the SDK. And what next change I implemented is just I covered rest part of the functionality for this stub module. I implemented stub for the connection wrapper, which we have for the Adobe Stock integration. This connection wrapper may be the major part of this SDK stub module because it reflects the whole functionality, connection between the Adobe Stock integration and the Adobe Stock service. So currently, I rerun all tests and waiting for the functional test finished. So I had two issues with the number 13 and number 14, where I was not able to pass successful integration test because of the this emulate get connection method. So I am focused on it, and when it will be finished, I would say that this module is ready to be completely reviewed and migrated to the dev integration and dev web API and API tests. Also, I found one issue with the MFTF tests, and if someone will help me with it, I would really appreciate it. I faced the problem with the customer role delayed action. It looks like this is a bug of Magento, but of Magento MFTF test, but I can be wrong and need someone to help me with this.
Yeah, sure. Would you like to bring it up now or take it offline?
No. Just it's when you will have time, I will explain the situation and also show my fix for this. But I'm not familiar with the MFTF test, and it will be nice if someone will help me.
Sure, feel free to contact me. Well, I will be not available tomorrow, but Thursday, Friday should be okay.
Okay, I will ping you and also show you the connection wrapper maybe. But anyway, feel free to check my implementation and think it should be interesting. Yeah, maybe that's all from my side. I plan to finish this hard part this week. So I tested it every day and hopefully soon just I will complete this implementation. But again, this is super interesting stuff. We'll be happy to have it in Magento.
Nice. Just one question about the MFTF tests. So this is the step only for Adobe Stock SDK, right? How does how does MFTF test handle the IMS part?
This is the most interesting part of the of this implementation. You see that IMS module is another part of the not only the future Adobe Stock service integrations, and for the this stub module, I did next. I exclude the IMS part. So I exclude it and just simulate some successful and failure results for the IMS.
Yeah, I mean, I mean that MFTF tests are relying on the login to Adobe Stock, right? And
yeah, right. And I also covered this with the connection wrapper stub class, where I modified the get connection method because the IMS module executes is executed only in the get connection, as I understood, where we take information from the IMS module. So just I can send you a link to this part and write a short description because it will take some time just to explain the way I implemented it.
Okay, let me just review the completed stuff. I guess you're just returning the licensed attribute of the image independently from the login.
From IMS, yeah, from login,
Yeah.
but use some logic in the get connection method because we also need to provide success and failure result for the MFTF tests. Otherwise, this implementation will not be so real, close to the real conditions.
Okay, great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I think I will be able to review the pull request on Thursday and provide you feedback on it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else? Let me just share my screen to show. One bug fix that recently. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So there is one more bug fix that was merged to Magento 2 recently. It was actually by Patrick McLean, and the fix was about the deletion of files that contain special characters. So we were not able to delete files with special characters like underscore or any other special characters. And that happened because we had different file normalization on during the delete operation and during the upload operation. Actually, what was done, the normalization of the file during the delete operation was removed. So actually, instead of trying to get the file name and then replace like spaces with dashes and stuff like that, we are just taking the file name as it is and removing this file. That allowed us to pass any file name in the media directory that we would like to remove, and the file is actually removed. As the normalization makes sense during the upload if you want file to have the specific name, but if you want to delete a file, even if it contains specific name with special characters, you should be able to do this from backend now on the latest Magento. That's it, I guess. There is a lot of activity going on Adobe Stock Integration project pull requests. Pull requests, things, display folder filters as directory tree is in progress, I believe, and global task is going to unblock a lot of tickets in our backlog, but actually there are lots of tickets available for development right now. And I will be adding more. Probably I will add some. So there is most tickets on functionality and a couple of bug fixes, but I guess it would be good to add a bit more tickets on Jasmine coverage, as we still have several components that are not covered by JS tests. Maybe some unit test coverage as well, and a bit of refactoring, as we discussed our approach to the integrating the media gallery to Magento recently. we decided to extract an additional module. Currently, there is a Media Gallery UI module that contains plugins that are updating the URL for Media Dialog, and that's how the new Media Gallery is actually replacing the old Media Gallery. And the idea is to move those plugins to a separate module that is going to be basically a module of integration of the Media Gallery, of the new Media Gallery into Magento. So that once, let's say if in future we'll decide to remove the old Media Gallery and use only new Media Gallery, we'll need to update these URLs not using the plugin but directly in the configuration of components. Then we could just remove the integration module, and without any updates to Media Gallery module itself, it will work as desired for Magento.
Are there the tickets for this piece of work created in the board, or are those the ones you mentioned you are going to create soon?
Yeah, I'm going to create them soon. Would you like to work on this?
That sounds really interesting functionality. Yeah, why not? Let's give it a try.
Okay. Then I will create this one first. Yeah, because I have a long list of tickets that I'm going to create. And yeah, if there is mostly functionality tickets, a couple of bugs as I said, but if you can see any bugs on existing implemented functionality and those bugs are still not in our backlog, feel free to create the issue and maybe let me know about it so that I can move it to ready for development column. Good. Any other things?
I have a question regarding, like, are we going to implement GraphQL in Adobe Stock Integration?
I don't think so, Shankar, because GraphQL is mostly used right now for the front-end implementation. Like we used GraphQL for front-end and REST API for back-end. And as Adobe Stock Integration and Media Gallery is on the back-end side, I think we are going to use the REST API for now.
Okay, I'm just asking, curious reading regarding the GraphQL, so I thought that if we are going to implement or not. So I just asked.
Yeah, right now we are not planning to cover Adobe Stock Integration and Media Gallery with GraphQL. Yeah, I will double check about this with the GraphQL team. And yeah, basically all the functionality can be covered by GraphQL, right? It's just Magento don't tend to use GraphQL on backend side. It uses it only on front-end side for now.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your participation and contributions. And see you next week or talk to you in Slack.
Thank you. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.